Sit down in a meditative position. Be in sync with the vibrations and the sound of the conch. Get ready to chant mantra Om 7 times. Make your sankalpa. I'm chanting mantra Om, creating a protective energy field around me that keeps me protected from all external negative influences, antibodies, and viruses. I'm creating 3 layers of protection. The outermost layer consists of 6 friendly creatures: an elephant behind me, a peacock in front, a tiger on the right side, a lion on the left side, an eagle above my head, and a tortoise below me. Inside that is a big ring with balls of fire. I am lighting all the balls, allowing a fire wall to go up all around me that keeps me protected. Third layer of protection is from the subtle energy of the sound Om. Take your awareness to your cervix. Visualize a 4 petal lotus. Color red will come up. Rest of the instructions you're familiar with. Take a deep breath in. Take your awareness to Swadhisthana Chakra at the spinal terminus. 6 petal lotus, orange color. Increase pitch a little bit. Take a deep breath for Om. Take your awareness to Manipura Chakra, solar plexus chakra, behind the navel. 10 petal lotus, yellow color. Increase pitch further. Take a deep breath. Take your awareness to Anahata Chakra, heart chakra, behind the heart center. 12 petal lotus, green color. Increase pitch further. Take a deep breath. Take your awareness to Vishuddhi Chakra, the throat chakra, behind the throat pit. 16 petal lotus, color blue. Take a deep breath. Increase pitch further. Take your awareness to Agnya Chakra behind the eyebrow center, two petal lotus, color indigo. Increase pitch further. Take a deep breath. Take your awareness to Sahasrara Chakra, the crown chakra, top of the center of your head, 1000 petal lotus, white color. Increase pitch further. Take a deep breath. Shanti mantras. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinamavidamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Harigi Om. Keep your hands in Linga Mudra. Make sure your fingers are relaxed, they are not pressing too hard against each other. The left hand thumb, which is erect, is relaxed, it is not tensed. The right hand index finger and the thumb, which is rotating around the left thumb, is relaxed. Your facial muscles are relaxed, and there is no unwanted contraction of the muscles anywhere for your chanting. Visualize the person to whom you normally pray in front of you. See a wonderful golden rays emerging from that person towards you. It envelops you completely, penetrates into your body through your skin, reaches each and every cell in the body, and rejuvenates all of them. Now make your sankalpa. We are chanting for the benefit of sound energy. Chanting every day helps me maintain the best of health mentally and physically. All my brain cells and my body cells are operating optimally and in harmony with each other. I can feel your grace, my Lord, penetrating deep into my body, energizing each and every brain cell and body cell, keeping me in pristine health. I bow down before you, thanking you for keeping me in good health, and I promise to put in efforts from my side for keeping this body in a healthy condition, befitting for you to reside inside me in your effulgent form. If you know the mantra, chant along, otherwise just be in the vibrations. Om Triyambakam Yajamage Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Pandanan Mrityor Mukshiyamamritat. Om Triyambakam Yajamage Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Pandanan Mrityor Mukshiyamamritat. Om Triyambakam Yajamage Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Pandanan Mrityor Mukshiyamamritat. Om Shanti 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 Harigi Om. Very gently disengage your hands and keep them on your knees. Keep your body absolutely steady and immobile. In that steadiness of the body, experience the steadiness of the mind. See the reduced dissipation of the thoughts. Feel completely grounded to Mother Earth. Feel confident that she will provide you for all your necessities in life. Experience a surge of energy coming in from Mother Earth into your body, energizing each and every cell in the body, giving you a unique sense of confidence to face up to all external circumstances, be they pleasant or unpleasant. And very gently open your eyes, and then you stand up by first keeping the hands on the floor, keeping the head looking down. Raise your knees first, then lift your head up. This should be a standard approach while getting up. Never lift your body up from your neck directly. We will be practicing Surya Namaskar. Those who are familiar and who would like to continue on their own can start. They can do 3 rounds and then lie down in Shavasana for relaxation. Those who want guidance can join me and practice with me a little slower. We may do lesser rounds. So stand with your hands folded in front of you. Complete attention and focus on your heart center. And in this posture, take a deep breath. And then breathe out completely, letting the hands go down. Breathing in, take both the hands up. Look up. Give a nice stretch to your throat. Bend the back a little bit. And then breathing out. Bend forward. Come down wherever you can. If you're extremely flexible, your hands will touch the floor. Keep the knees straight. Then breathing in, let the right leg go behind. Left knee is folded. The left knee is trying to touch the left armpit. If possible, it will be pressing on the armpit. Then lift the leg a little bit. Take the left leg behind. Bring your head down closer to the ground. If possible, the head will touch the ground. Now hold your breath. Let the knee touch the ground. Chin touch the ground. Chest touches the ground. Now breathing in, head comes up, hands are straight, legs are on the floor. Look up. Breathing out, once again, lift the legs up, head down, try to touch the head to the ground or closer to the ground wherever you can take it. And then lift the head up, bring the left leg forward, try to take the left knee to press on the left armpit. Look up. Then lift the left leg, bring the right leg forward, head down, knee straight. Then breathing in, raise both the hands up, stretch the neck up, give a slight curvature to the back. Then breathing out, bring the hands back in folded position in front of your chest. And then release your hands, take a couple of breaths. Now we have to balance. We've done half Surya Namaskar. So to balance, we will now take the left leg back. So come back into Namaskar position, hands folded, Press together in front of the chest. Take a deep breath in. And then breathing out, let the hands go down. Breathing in, raise both the hands up. Stretch the neck. Bend back. Look up at the ceiling. Feel the stretch in the neck. Breathing out, bring both the hands closer to the ground. If possible, they will touch on either side of the foot. Then breathing out, breathing in, stretch the left leg back, fold the right knee, try to press the right knee into the right armpit and look up. Then raise the leg a little bit, take the right leg behind, try to bring the head closer to the ground. If possible, try to touch the back of the head will touch the ground. Then holding the breath, knee will touch the ground, chin will touch the ground, chest will touch the ground. Now breathing in, raise the head up, straighten the arms, thighs are on the floor, look up. Then breathing out, raise the legs, bring the head down, closer to the ground. Then lift the head up, bring the right leg back, let the right knee try and press on the right armpit. Look straight ahead or a little up. Then bring the left leg forward. Keep looking down. Then breathing in, raise both the hands up. Neck stretched up. Back bent a little, look up. Then breathing out, bring the hands back into Namaskar position. Then release the hands. Now one round on your own. Start from step 1. Straighten the arms completely. Look up. Correct. Lovely. Complete the round and lie down on your back for Shavasana. Round is both legs, one after the other. If you have taken the left leg behind, if you have taken the right leg behind, now take the left leg behind. Lie down on your back. If you're finished, lie down on your back in Shavasana for resting. Allow the body to relax. As you are relaxing, pay attention to your breathing. The breathing rate will slowly start coming down. The breathing will become deeper and deeper. Allow it to come to a position where it is very deep, very slow. It will happen naturally. Don't force it. As you keep breathing, in relaxing more and more, the breathing will normally slow down and become deeper. Just be in the awareness of that. Observe the movement of your abdomen up and down. How much is it going up? How much is it going down? Just be in the awareness. Now slowly turn to one side and sit up. From the prescribed asanas, we are skipping one, which is half butterfly, because we're going to do the full butterfly, so we thought we'll skip half to save some time. So the first asana we are going to do is Shroni Chakra in the full exercise, which is kneecap rotation, and therefore stretch both the legs forward and then fold the right leg if you have no knee problems. If you can't fold it and keep it on top of the other thigh, then keep it down or keep it in whichever position you feel comfortable. So fold the right leg, the right hand is on the right knee, the left hand is holding on to the right foot. In this, mentally say to yourself, I am making my ankle joint flexible, I am making my hip joint flexible, and I'm making my knee joint flexible. Now with that, holding on to the foot, very slowly rotate the knee in clockwise direction, breathing in when you're lifting the knee up, and when the knee is going down, breathe out. Pay attention to what happens to the muscles at the ankle, to the muscles in the thighs, to the muscles in the knees. See how your foot is moving a little forward and a little backward when you try to widen the circle. Make sure you're breathing in when you're taking the leg up, breathing out when you're taking it down. Continue. Last round and then stop. Catch a couple of breaths. Then we'll do it anti-clockwise. Continue to say to yourself, I'm making my ankle joint flexible, knee joint flexible, hip joint flexible. Pay attention to ankle muscles, knee muscles, thigh muscles. Pay attention to how the foot on the other thigh is moving a little forward and a little backward as you try to make the circle a little wider. And then very slowly release, straighten the leg, and then fold the leg from outside, and then straighten the leg back again. Straighten the leg and then fold it from outside. Testing microphone 1, 2, 3. It's okay. You can't hear? Everybody else can hear, Falguni. Check your audio. Everybody else is able to hear. Just disconnect and reconnect and see. Can you hear me now? Okay. Yeah. Now we'll do it on the left side. So fold the left leg, catch hold of the left foot with the right hand. Left hand is on the left knee. Say to yourself, I'm making my ankle joint flexible, hip joint flexible, knee joint flexible. Paying attention to all the muscles at the ankle, hip, and knee. Rotate in clockwise direction. Stop. Now we'll do it anti-clockwise. Continue to pay attention. Continue to say to yourself, you're making ankle flexible, hip joint flexible, knee joint flexible. Now stretch the leg out and then fold it from outside and then stretch it back. Now we'll do full butterfly. So bring both the foot together, bring it closer to the pelvic region wherever you can comfortably do it. Either catch hold of both the toes or catch hold of both the feet together by interlacing the fingers, whichever you are comfortable. One way is to keep both the palms on either side, interlace the fingers and hold it. Another way is to just catch hold of the toes and do it. Whichever way you are comfortable, you can hold it. Then lift, breathing in, lift both the legs up, bringing closer to the arms. Breathing out, take it down as much as it can go. Then breathing in, bring it closer to the arms, take it down wherever it can go. Continue breathing in, breathing out. Now faster. Imagine you're a butterfly flying out, flapping faster to fly faster. And then stretch your leg. Relax. Now there's a variation to this if you want. That is, you fold it back. Now instead of catching the toes, you can catch your knees and then breathing in, bring it up. Breathing out, press it down. Breathing in, bring it up. Breathing out, press it down. When you're pressing it down, see at the hip joints how it is stretching. And then stretch your legs out and relax. Now, next one is the chopping the wood. It's called Kashta Takshasana. Now, either you squat in this position for this. If squatting creates a problem on the knees, just sit cross-legged. Whichever is comfortable, be in your zone of comfort. Just sit cross-legged. If you are sitting cross-legged, you will interlace the hands in front, keep the hands down. Breathing in, you will raise the hands as far back as possible. Breathing out, you will bring it down with a force. Those who can squat, this is a better position. So you will squat in this position, the rest is the same. You will interlace the hands, touch the ground, breathing in, take it back, breathing out, bring it down. And then release and relax. So in the morning batch, I was telling my students that this reminds me of my childhood days, where in our washroom we used to have a stone and we used to hit the clothes on that stone for washing them. So it was all done very naturally. Now we are coming to a yoga class to do the same thing. Okay, next asana is Vayu Nishkasan or wind releasing pose as it is called. So you will again squat. Your four fingers will go under the foot. Thumb will be on top of the foot. Now in this you will look down and then breathing in you will bring the head up. Then breathing out you will look down, lift the head, legs up, and then the head will go closer to the knees. Hold your breath. Breathing in, you will squat back, the head will look up. Hold your breath. Breathing out, lift the legs up, head down, take the head closer to the knees. Breathing in, squat down, head up. Continue 2 more rounds. And then release and relax. Then lie on your back. Utthita Padasana, lifting the legs off the ground. So you'll keep both the hands by the side, palms facing the floor, legs together. In this, you'll breathe out completely. While breathing in, you'll raise both the legs about 10 inches away from the ground. Hold your breath, hold your position. Feel the contraction of the abdominal muscles. Feel a nice massaging effect on the abdomen. And when you can no longer hold your breath, very slowly breathing out, bring the legs down. Take your time bringing the legs down. Feel those abdominal muscles completely relaxing and releasing when you're bringing the legs down. Continue 3 more rounds on your own. 3 more rounds on your own and then relax. Don't take the legs so much up, only 10 inches away from the ground, less than a foot that is. Both the legs, both the legs. Correct. Relax. Now we'll do Vyagrasana. So first you watch, listen to the instructions, and then you can practice. So you'll be sitting in Vajrasana for this to start with. Breathing in, you will raise both the hands up. Breathing out, you'll bring the hands forward. Come in Marjarasana, spread the knees out a little bit at the shoulder level. Head in this position. Now breathing in, you will straighten the right leg. Hold your breath. Breathing out, you will fold the right leg, bring it closer to the chest. Hold your breath, then try to bring the knee and the nose closer to each other. And then breathing in, straighten the leg once again, look up. Breathing out, fold the leg upwards, toes towards the ceiling. Hold your breath, try to move the toes closer to your back of the head, symbolically. Then breathing in, straighten the leg, hold your breath, breathing out, repeat the process once again. So get ready, sit in Vajrasana, thunderbolt pose, on your knees. Breathing in, raise both the hands up. Breathing out, reach out forward. In Marjarasana, cat pose. Spread the knees a little bit, keep shoulder distance apart. Then breathing in, lift the right leg up, make it straight. Hold your breath. Breathing out, fold the right leg, bring it closer to the chest. Hold your breath. Try to take your nose closer to your knees, knees closer to your nose. Breathing in, once again, straighten the right leg. Hold your breath. Breathing out, fold it with the feet going towards the ceiling. Hold your breath. Try to take the foot closer to the back of the head back up to the foot. Then breathing in, once again, stretch the right leg. Hold your breath, and then breathing out, continue the process. Knee closer to the chest. Two more rounds and then stop and then do it on the other side. 3 rounds on the left side. This is round 2 going on. Now round 3. And then relax. Then come back to starting position and then do it on the left side. And once you've completed, lie down on your stomach. We will be doing Bhujangasana. So you lie down on your stomach, forehead on the ground, hands under your shoulders. In this position, feet are together. Then breathing in, you lift the head up, straighten your arms, look up. Then breathing out, very slowly, you will bring the head down. The forehead will come back to the ground. Second round, when you are doing it, when you are taking the head up, let the eyes look at the floor. This will not help you to go up as much as you did the first round. Be aware of the difference. Then breathing out, come back. Then breathing in, do the third round. You will be able to move a little more than last time. Your body will bend a little more. Your head will look up a little more on the ceiling. Experience this difference in the flexibility just because you started looking down and you created an hurdle. Hello? 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 Sahiti, what happened? All okay?
No, sir. I'm starting.
All right. Now we'll do Shashankasan, complete the round and then sit in Vajrasan, Thunderbolt pose. Get ready for Shashankasan. Now in Shashankasan, you will keep both the hands on the knees. Breathing in, you will bring both the hands up. Keep the arms closer to the ears. Hold your breath. Then breathing out, you will bend forward. The hands will first touch the ground. Then you will continue to bend. Forearms will touch the ground. Then the forehead will touch the ground. If you cannot touch the ground with the forehead, then keep it wherever you are comfortable. Don't force it beyond your capacity. And then hold your breath. Then breathing in, you will come back, keeping the arms touching the ears in one unit. Hold your breath, then you will breathe out and bring the hands down. So get ready. Hands on the knees. Breathing in, raise both the hands up. Hold your breath. Breathing out, bend forward. Go wherever you are comfortable, as much as you can comfortably go. Hold your breath. Now breathing in, come back, keeping the hands close to the ears. Hold your breath and then breathing out once again, repeat. 2 more rounds on your own. 2 more rounds, repeat. Hold the breath. Second round, correct. After this one last round, release. Next one is Ustrasana. So for this, you will sit in Vajrasana and then breathing in, you will bring the entire body up. If you want, keep some distance in the knees for balance. Those of you who are not comfortable keeping the Front side of the foot completely on the ground, can actually flex your toes and keep the foot standing. Those who are comfortable can keep the front side of the foot on the ground. Now, in this position, breathing in, you can raise your hands up. Breathing out, you turn to the right side, catch the right ankle, and then breathing out, continue to breathe out, catch the left ankle, and then hold your breath, move your body forward, tilt the head behind. Then breathing in, bring both the hands up, hold your breath, breathing out, bring the hands down, and then you can come down. We'll do only one round, so do it carefully. Breathing in, raise the hands up. That is the starting position, yeah. And then breathing out, turn the body to the right side, catch the right ankle, turn the body to the left side, catch the left ankle or the left heel, hold your breath, push the body forward, tilt the head behind. Very good. And then relax. Now we'll do spinal twisting pose called Meru Vakrasana. I'll demonstrate it from this side for a better view. So keep both the legs together and then fold the left leg. The left foot is closer to the right knee. The left foot closer to the right knee. Now in this position, the left hand is at the back, fingers are facing away from the body. Then you breathe in, raise the right hand, breathe out, bring it across the left foot, touch the ground, fingers pointing toward the foot, turn behind. Then breathing in, raise the hands back up and then bring the hands down. So once again, breathing in, hands up, hold the breath, breathing out, hands down, then hold the breath, look behind. Then breathing in, raise the hands up, bring it down. And then stretch the left leg forward. Once you have completed it, we will repeat on the right side. We'll repeat on the right side by folding the right leg, right hand behind you, keep the left hand, breathing in, raise the left hand up, breathing out, bring it down across the right knee, turn to the right side, then breathing in, bring the hand up, bring it down. Relax. Now after this, you're supposed to do a Shavasana. So just lie down for a minute or two. We won't do a full Shavasana. Just relax a little bit and then sit up. Just lie down for a minute. Let the whole body sink down into the ground. Feel each and every cell in the body completely relaxing. Feel the effect of that relaxation spreading into your breathing. See the breathing becoming deeper, slower. See the abdomen expanding nicely and then contracting nicely, expanding nicely, contracting nicely. Feel the movement of the diaphragm. It flows all the way down the abdominal canal, comes all the way up, squeezing the lungs out, emptying it as much as possible. Be conscious and be aware. Now very slowly turn to one side and sit up. We'll first do Anulom Vilom Pranayam, stage 1 and 2. So for stage 1, you'll close your right nostril. You'll breathe in from the left nostril, counting the number of times you breathe in. The counting could be Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4, Om 5, Om 6. And then breathe out from the left only for the same count. So breathe in, breathe out from the same nostril 5 times. Then close the left nostril, breathe in from the right and breathe out from the right 5 times and then release. Once you've finished 5 rounds on both sides, then please practice alternate breathing. Breathe in from the right, breathe out from the left for the same count. Till I give you instruction to change that. Complete the round and stop the practice. You will keep your hands in Padma Mudra, right palm on top of the left palm. We will do Prana Shuddhi in Kechari Mudra and Ujjayi Pranayam. So Kechari, you will fold your tongue. The tip of your tongue will touch the upper palate as much behind as possible where it can go. Then while breathing in and out, you will make a soft hissing sound from your throat. And you will mentally direct the breath in from the left, out from the right, in from the right, out from the left. Repeat once more, then in from both, out from both. Continue this practice till I start blowing the conch to start the closure. So continue. Get ready to chant mantra Om. Once again, make your statement of intent. I'm chanting Om, creating protective energy field around me that keeps me protected from all external negative influences, antibodies, and viruses. Take a deep breath for Om. Shanti mantras. Asatoma sadgamaya, tamasoma jyotirgamaya, mrityurma mritam gamaya, sarvesham swastir bhavatu, sarvesham shantir bhavatu, sarvesham purnam bhavatu, सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् Urvarukamiva pandanan mrityo mukshiyamamritan. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Rub your hands nicely. When they're warm, keep them on your eyes. Feel the warmth flowing into the eyes from the palm. Then very gently open your eyes. Hari Om. So have a great weekend. See you all on Monday for next lesson on somatics. And next Thursday, when we do this lesson, I'm going to experiment with reversing the order. It's going against the tradition. We'll start with pranayam, give you a longer pranayam practice, and then we'll go reverse and come up to Surya Namaskar in the end and then do Shavasana. So let's try that out so that you get more time for pranayam on next Thursday. Bye.